Do you guys think you went in with an unfair advantage?
I think that's a fair question. We were saying earlier that it was harder than we even expected it to be. The transition. I was hoping it would be easier, but the beautiful thing on ice is that you take one step and you glide, and that movement itself adds grace to basically nothing. You've done nothing and you look graceful. And on the floor, you take a step and you've just taken one step and you stop and you have to keep going, and it's much harder and your center of balance is different. When you're doing the ballroom steps, for us learning the choreography, it just feels like there's an infinite amount of directions that you can go. You step forward and then you could either step back or you can step to the side, you can go down, you can go up. And on the ice, there's a pattern that we're totally used to. And then you throw in the subtle differences in the way that you hold your partner. And it was little things like that kept popping up and made a little aggravating because, like I said, I was kind of hoping it would be easier.
In the very beginning, let's compare ourselves here. I am nobody. I can't really dance. I took it when I was 7, but we go out there dancing against each other. Do you see someone like me or the other contestants who have never done any choreography, don't know their right from their left? I like to lead when I dance, which is probably not a good thing. And you guys are sitting there like, oh yeah, we got this. We got this.
I mean, I don't think there was any point where we felt like we had it. I think certainly, we would be lying if we said that we didn't have any sort of advantage. Of course, we are used to performing under pressure, we're used to training, we're used to partnering. So, of course, there are things that we're taking from our career on the ice into Dancing with the Stars. And we tried to use those things to our advantage. We found different things incredibly challenging, as Charlie said, and more so than I think we perhaps expected, but we really had an amazing time, and for us, I think that's really what it was about.
Figure skating, dancing, who has better costumes?
That's a great question. One thing I think that's interesting about dancing is, at least for me as a non-professional, it was much less scary worrying about things falling off of your costumes. You can have the beads, you can have the feathers, and if it's on the floor, it's not the end of the world. Whereas for us as skaters, we have the small blades, and so if a bead falls on the ice or a hairpin or a feather, it can be completely disastrous.
Yeah, if you step on that, you're down for the count.
I think we're perhaps a little bit more limited on the ice in terms of what we can do, just in terms of safety.
This came right kind of on the heels of Sochi. We watched you, and we were so used to seeing you two and how you guys interacted with each other. To see you with different partners, I think was probably weirder for us than anyone else. You turned out a bit of a sexy side.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'm not surprised that you haven't. You didn't know that was happening.
Yeah, it was so fun to kind of get out of the box, and it was fun to really kind of let loose. I think that going into the Olympics, we had such a clear goal in mind that while we were enjoying it, while of course ice skating is something that we're incredibly passionate about, I think we felt a lot of pressure going into the games. And so people say, weren't you nervous on Dancing with the Stars? And to an extent, of course we were. You're on live television, but at the same time, compared to the Olympic Games, I think we just felt like we could just be ourselves and be loose and enjoy expressing ourselves without the amount of pressure that we had kind of grown accustomed to. I've never been one to comment on my personal life, but yeah, Max and I have an amazing relationship. Our chemistry, I think, definitely stems from, our friendship, the time we spent together on and off the dance floor, and we had an amazing time.
It's funny, you say you're not one to comment on your personal life, yet we just all want to know. I feel like there have been plenty of dating rumors between the two of you swirling, but you have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So it's just so interesting. Why do you think that we just assume?
I think it's interesting. It's part of the territory of portraying characters that have to look like they're in love, and we learned that in figure skating, and it was something that for both of us it didn't come naturally. We had to really work at it because you want to make it believable. You want people to walk away convinced that you are an actual couple because of the way that and we work with mimes, we work with actors, and it's a real science. And we always took it as a compliment, especially coming off the Olympics when people would ask us. And yeah, I have a girlfriend, and she's a former figure skater, so of course she's very understanding. But that's our job. That's what we want you to believe.
Sadly, our control room is completely convinced that there's something more going on. They're like in my ear. They're like, no, I'm convinced. There's a picture. They're huge fans of the show. Totally convinced. Then there it is. And I believe I'm making you blush.
It wouldn't be the first time.
It is kind of cute though, right?
That's actually real time. That's how long they held that pose.
Yeah, this is actually
This isn't even frozen. This is just... Meryl, you are an awesome dancer and prove that the nice gal can finish first. Will you ever be able to get Max to ice skate with you?
I'm working on it. We'll see.
Okay, we'll take a video of it because I think we all want to see.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can get you right now.
Exactly. I know better.
You know better.
I know better, so I'm
Finale
going
night.
to do this
Yeah.
because I don't want him ratting me out about other stuff.